Trump has ignited flames over these alleged comments about fallen service members, but there is a degree of caution that needs to be placed on this story, right, as to whether he actually made the comments or not?
Well, that's exactly right. How you receive this particular story about President Trump, I think, is defined by how you already feel about the president. I mean, I think this is going to swing many votes, but some people say this is a very telling story. Some people say that it's, a complete hoax, as the president says. What we do know, Thursday night, an eminent national news magazine, The Atlantic, published a story naming 4 unnamed sources that talked about President Trump's visit to France in 2018 to celebrate the 100 years since the end of World War I. Now, it's alleged, according to these journalist sources, that during that trip to France to celebrate World War I dead, President Trump said he didn't want to go to a particular cemetery filled with dead Marines because it was filled with losers who had died. At another point during that trip, President Trump apparently, allegedly, referred to the fallen as suckers who died during battle. Now, also in that article is a separate incident. It happened a year earlier on Memorial Day in 2017. Now, at that point, the head of the Department of Homeland Security, who went on to become the president's chief of staff, General John Kelly, took the president to Arlington National Cemetery to visit the grave of General Kelly's son, who died in 2010 in Afghanistan. And according to this story, standing at that grave of his future chief of staff's dead boy, the president said, "I don't get it. What is in it for them?" Now, the president has had 10 White House aides come out and deny this story. But General Kelly, who was at the graveside with the president, remains silent. Meanwhile, other news organizations have gone out and allegedly confirmed the story. Sky News says they've done it, the New York Times, the Washington Post, the Associated Press. Certainly President Trump is feeling the pressure because he is lashing out. On Friday, he lashed out at General Kelly, his former chief of staff, saying that he was old and tired and wasn't good at his job. There's not a single job General Kelly's ever done that he wasn't good at. And today, this morning, he tweeted lashing out at the widow of Apple founder Steve Jobs because her foundation has a majority stake in this magazine. And the president says she's wasting her dead husband's money on this magazine that's pumping out fake news.
Okay.
Look, it all feeds into a narrative about the president that he's extremely transactional. Why would I serve if I get nothing out of it?